Okay. Okay, well, while we're waiting for Natasha, some things I wanted to go over in thinking about the whole passion thing is I want to remind everyone that there is a passion inside of each of you. It may be sleeping, but I just really want everyone to know that it's there. We're all born with it, and oh, we lost her again. What happened?
Oh, you lost
Some
me?
of us, no, no, no. I see you,
Okay.
Amy.
All right.
Some of us teach, some of us coach, some of us support, some of us volunteer. But I think that the greatest tragedy in life is not sharing your passion or whatever unique ability you have with others. And I think what we want to do today is really understand how you can change your passion into your profit, how you can create a movement based on what you love or what tragedy or something that has happened to you that you want to share with the world. Um, so I want to introduce you guys to Amy. How do you say your last name, Amy?
You want to guess? No.
Okay,
Ostrander.
let's Ostrander. Interesting.
Ostrander. Yeah. But whatever you want. Just call me Amy. I'm good. I'm easy.
Well, we're bringing her on this evening because last week, Natasha did the post in the Handpicked Ladypreneurs group, which we're all a part of, just to find out some of your stories, find out your whys. Why have you started your business? What prompted you to grow your passion? And one of the stories that really stood out was Amy. Now, ladies, if you have not taken time to read the post about your story, I really want to suggest you guys go back and read it because it was an amazing, amazing post. Um,
Remember what I
but
did.
yeah, it was an amazing opportunity. Um, so, Amy, tell us a little bit more about you.
About me. Well, my favorite color is red. That's my talent color. I'm sure you all have one. So me. I've always definitely had passion, but I was sort of like a musical theater geek. That was my life. And I applied to, 17 colleges. I was like your typical kind of type A, high school student. And I thought like my life was all set out. I was going to go to college and study theater, and that was what I was going to do. Then, I had a voice teacher who I really trusted, and that sort of took me on a detour because he started molesting me when I was 17. And so I just like went numb. I completely just don't remember anything. And then that led to I just got a really bad stomach ache the April of my senior year. And I had just developed like a sort of blood clot, and my stomach had literally exploded. I was rushed to the emergency room, and literally like my stomach hit the ceiling of the operating room. There was so much pressure. I'd gotten sepsis. And so both my lungs collapsed, and I needed 122 units of blood, and I was in a coma for months. And this
Oh my
was at
gosh.
like 18 when, I was like healthy my whole life. And so I wake up, and months later, and I'm in a totally different world. I've never been in like a hospital before. I don't get these things. Like, why are you treating me like a patient? I'm not sick. I was just in my dance class. Um, and so obviously, I call this a detour in my life because, I thought really my life was all figured out, and all of a sudden I'm going down this path where I don't know what to expect. And
Wow.
one thing I've always been is passionate, and maybe it was sort of an advantage that I wasn't really like a patient before, and so I didn't really know how to handle myself like that. So I just sort of acted like I was healthy to the point where psychiatrists would come in and they would try to like give me medication because they thought I was in denial because I wasn't depressed. But for me, like, I guess I would just woke up and I was like grateful to be, oh, I see Natasha. Um, I was
Yeah,
grateful to be alive. It also helps that I had an amazing support family, and we were like no other. You know, I have three brothers. They all lived in the ICU with us. They played guitar, and really, my creativity kept me going, and just the passion that, you know, coming out of a coma, it was almost like a sense of wonderment, like I was kind of discovering the world for the first time. So I had like a new sense of gratitude, and I think that gratitude really gave me perspective. But that wasn't really easy because once I was sort of like alert enough, the doctors told me, oh, I see Terry. Look at all these people. Sorry, I don't really know blood. The doctors told me that I didn't have a stomach anymore and I couldn't eat or drink, wow. And they didn't know if I'd ever be able to again. So for like a nice, you know, sheltered little girl that just like ate all the time and had a good life, you know, suddenly like I'm discharged from the hospital and I can't even have an ice cube. So it turned into 6 of the past 10 years and 27 surgeries that I couldn't even eat or drink anything. And miraculously, with some really amazing surgeons, everything got put together. But when I was discharged from the hospital, I wasn't given a timeline like, oh, it'll be 6 years and then we'll do this and this. I was sort of just discharged saying, you're medically stable. Just go and we'll see what happens, you know? So I had to really take it day by day. And I think what that did is I really learned how to build resilience and how to keep persevering and literally to just not give up. Because I, you know, thankfully I didn't give up because I'm still here and life is good now and I can eat and drink and I'm having soup right now. But so anyway, how I turned that passion into the business. You know, first of all, passion for life. I think my determination for life, I think once I realized I could get through that, I was sort of, you know, the drive that kept me going was, I gotta share my story with the world. Like, it's insane that only I know about this craziness. So you know, even going through old journal entries, I remember just writing like, I gotta share my story. I don't know how, but I gotta get out there. And for years, because, you know, imagine you can't eat and you can't drink. So you have no social life, because even going out and seeing someone with a water bottle would make me like hysterically cry. You know, we would always have people over for the holidays, and suddenly my whole family for years, we just closed our doors. So I think there was this desperate need to just tell my story and share, which I didn't get to do for a really long time. And it's so funny now because people are contacting me saying, well, how are you like out there so much? What was the secret to getting your story out there? And I said, there is no secret. You know, for 10 years, I wanted this. This was all slow and steady work. And, you know, whatever I do, I sort of do obsessively. And so once I decided I wanted to get my story out there to inspire others, I did things I don't know if anyone would do. I would just spend hours at a time just Googling like every kind of publication to submit to, every kind of press person I could contact. You know, I just kept going. I learned karate. I taught nursery school. I learned as many new things as I could. So anyway, I'm sort of leading how this turned into a business, but I had always, you know, loved musical theater. And my biggest fear was that I would never be able to perform again. Because, you know, coming out of the coma, I couldn't even walk. I couldn't talk. It took a long time to be able to walk again, let alone like sing and dance. What I ended up doing years later is I ended up going through the thousands of journal pages that I had written to cope with not eating and drinking. And I ended up putting a musical together of my life called Gutless and Grateful. And sharing that story, I didn't realize how people could really actually relate to what I had been through. Not like my stomach exploding, but they could relate to dealing with uncertainty. They could relate to being frustrated, to being angry. And then I realized, wow, there's something in this story, you know, not the specifics, but there's something about my story that people are resonating with, like something about, you know, someone not being, you know, giving up. And so, you know, I started writing about it and saw that that was really helping other people. And then I saw, because I didn't really have like therapy or anything like that, I saw that there were really simple kind of mindsets I was cultivating that helped me build resilience, and that those mindsets were really applicable to other people. And so I realized, my one-woman show, Gutless and Grateful, talked about a lot of those skills. So what I've ended up doing all year is I've been touring my show across the country to colleges and conferences, not only as like theater, but as a mental health and sexual assault prevention program, where I'm really talking to people about trauma and overcoming obstacles. And it's been wonderful. Another thing from this beautiful detour I call is when I was stuck in the hospital for months, I picked up a paintbrush for the first time, and I became like an artist. So now I'm selling my work, and I'm doing a million things, and the drive behind all of this is all I really wanted to do was use my story to help other people. And that's sort of, I didn't have a plan, but it sort of took off from there, and led to all these other wonderful things. So
wow, my mouth is on the floor.
No, it's
not.
That
is amazing. That is amazing. Thank you so much for sharing. So through the recovery process, let me skip forward. At this point, what have you been doing in terms of sharing your story? I hear you're an artist. And are you in the middle of a production right now for the Gutless and?
I'm always. It's been a crazy year. I've been touring across the country, and I actually just came back from Hawaii. I never thought I'd be performing it in Honolulu. And I'm actually doing it at the Mental Health America conference in June in DC. And I'm really passionate about the work I'm doing with sexual assault prevention, because that is a big part of my story. I mean, the stomach exploding, all that stuff, that sort of took precedent once that happened. So, I never did take anyone to court or anything like that. And so doing the show is sort of a way of like me, like kind of claiming my truth and and helping other people. I feel like is the greatest justice. I feel like people don't know enough about post-traumatic stress and how that affects people. So I'm really passionate about getting that out there. The biggest thing I'm doing to help other people share their story is, I call everything that happened a detour in my life. And it took a while before I could call it my beautiful detour. For a while, it was just a sucky thing that happened. But I realized that all these twists and turns have made me who I am. And, looking at all of that, I'm like, wow, if I took away this, I never would have got to that. I never would have had this. So I ended up calling myself like a detourist. And so a detourist is someone who's had a detour in their life, and they just keep following it just to see where it would lead. And once I started calling it that, a lot of people resonated with that. Like, wow, I guess I'm sort of a detourist too. So now, like, I have like a weekly feature on my site, where every week a detourist writes in about a detour in their life and how that has made them who they are. And I've started on social media like a hashtag Love My Detour, where it's really to get people to embrace anything that's happened in their life. It doesn't have to be a trauma. It doesn't have to be a huge loss. It just has to be something in life that we don't accept, a detour. And for me, that's not like minimizing what we've been through, but it's like bringing like a commonality, like, look, whether it's like mental health or losing a job or a breakup or a breakdown, we all have things that we're struggling with. And I think we find strength when we find the commonality. Because I know I didn't really heal till I found like community. So that's what I'm trying to do with the Love My Detour thing. It's also the title of my upcoming book. So all this stuff because of a silly little detour.
Wow. Wow. Thank you for sharing. And can you let us know your website?
Yes, it's amyoes.com. Oh, I learned from the last blog that I can even type it into this handy dandy thing. Blab is so cool. There we go.
Perfect.
Yeah. And for anyone, I'm sure like you all have had some kind of detour in your life. So, and I love every Wednesday, I call it Why Not Wednesday, I feature a post detour. So I'm also posting the guidelines if anyone wanted to ever guest post for me, because I love sharing these stories. What's so great is everyone's detour is different. It
Yeah.
could be, I mean, a little thing, a big thing, but it's all just this I mean, who here hasn't had something in life go like they don't expect? But so, that point where you look back on it, you're like, oh, if that didn't happen, then I never would have been here or there. And then could you really take that away? It's something
Right.
to ask yourself.
So beyond just profiting from your passion, Amy, it sounds like you've created a whole movement.
I mean, that's
Movements
the
are
most
good.
rewarding thing. It really
Right.
is. Because like looking back through all my old stuff, I see how real the fear was in my head that I think my biggest fear was, oh my God, I'm not gonna make a mark on the world. Like I'm gonna be a has-been at 18. Like that was always a drive since I was little. I think being a performer, like I liked theater because I liked kind of inspiring people and connecting with people that way. And I'm also just a big obnoxious theater ham and I like attention, I guess. But like coming out of the coma, it was like, oh my God, I'm never gonna get into the world. So really to like be at this point is still so surreal for me that I'm sort of all over the place because that was my fear that no one would just know about what I had been through. And now I'm so sick of hearing what I've been through. But if it can help other
Right.
people, it's like the best. So,
Wow.
mm-hmm.
Wow. That is awesome. That is awesome. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for sharing. So
Well,
if you can give 2 tips
mm-hmm.
for anyone who may be afraid to share their story
Mm-hmm.
or someone who may not just be ready to share
Yeah.
their story, let us know how sharing your story was able to help propel you.
So the first thing is you might not be ready to tell your story, and that might be okay because I wasn't really ready to tell it for a long time. You may be vulnerable. You may not just be ready. So the first tip, which helped me, is hear the stories of others. Listen to as many stories as you can. Because I really feel like no one can change or like blossom until they're ready to. You can't force that. But what hearing stories does is it sort of plants the seeds in our awareness. So when we're ready to get to that point, we'll remember those stories and be like, oh, that person did that. I can do that too. And, subconsciously,
Right.
even if we're not aware of it, we sort of form role models in our head when we hear those stories. So I just, I don't know, read People magazine, inspiring people, read books, hear these heroic stories so you know that you can eventually do that too. And then
Right.
my second,
Or like Annette just said, she said that, or you may feel that your story is not worth telling.
right. And that is not true. And then obviously, and that's hopefully what I'm trying to show with my detour, that like everyone has a story worth telling. I mean, one of the biggest comments I get a lot is, oh God, you make my story look so silly, or I haven't been through anything like what you did. Like as if they're asking like permission to heal, which is ridiculous because suffering is relative. It really is. I really believe that we relate to our struggles like anyone else relates to their struggles, and so we all deserve to heal. We all deserve to tell our story. I mean, it's amazing the difference I felt when I started sharing, and I think to myself, a big reason why I share too is God. Like if I had seen people just get out there and just talk about things, that would have been so empowering for me to know that other people were struggling. So I say, if you don't think your story is worth telling, you don't know what you've been through. Someone else in the universe needs to hear that. And you don't know, but every person in the world. So definitely on that. And then my second tip is sometimes words, we're not ready to use words yet, but we feel like we have something we need to express. So my tip is creativity. You don't have to be an artist or like sing a song or whatever, but like doodle, scribble, free write. Like for me, painting, when I discovered that, it was a way I could express things that were too overwhelming for words. Because, when we get struck by a blow, like all of a sudden, we don't necessarily always have the words right away. But we're still feeling that, like we'll feel that like anxiety in our chest, like, oh, something has to get out. So just find other ways to express yourself that aren't words, whether it's just moving around to music, or I don't know, sometimes like sweeping the floor is therapeutic. Something where you can really feel like, okay, I'm really connecting to what I'm feeling. And that is like the bridge to eventually, you know, when the words come. But it does know sometimes words can paralyze us. Like, who here is like terrified of public speaking, you know? So those are my 2 tips.
Awesome. And I can imagine the one thing we haven't really touched on is that a lot of this has probably been very therapeutic for you.
Yeah, I mean, it's been so therapeutic. And honestly, that's sort of what I expected. I thought, like, oh, telling my story is going to be really therapeutic for me, because I'll be getting out there. But what I didn't expect is that knowing that I was helping other people would be even, you know, more rewarding. I mean, I think it's because human beings, you know, we thrive on connection. You know, we want to know that other people feel the same way, and we want to know that, you know, we can make a difference. I think that all gives us like a little, you know, pep in our step. So that's where I never thought before.
Awesome.
But yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you again, Amy. We really, really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. I'm glad I could make it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely. Natasha, welcome.
Hey.
How are you this evening?
Hear me?
All right, so I actually have to.
Are you guys here? Can you hear me?
What did you say, Amy?
I'm gonna have to go in a few minutes because
Are you guys able to
I actually have to make get dinner together for my husband. Another step from a quick story. You know, online dating. I was so bored in the hospital. Somehow I met my husband. Another beautiful detour. But yeah, I'll have to go in a few minutes. But I'm glad I could make it for what I could.
Well, we could let's definitely follow up with that in our in the group.
Yeah. Now I'm not blocked from Facebook anymore as of 5 minutes ago. Yeah, the one thing about sharing my story, I guess Facebook doesn't like when I share too much because like every like few days they'll block me for like 2 days, and then I'll post again, they'll block me again. So if you see me like suddenly I don't reply, it's because Facebook's like, you've been restricted from stuff, you know.
Oh, wow. Well, I'm so glad we have wonderful women like you in our handpicked ladypreneur groups. I mean, you know, I was sick last week and then there was a lot of other stuff going on. And when I read your story, it instantly encouraged me to keep going no matter what. So it's women like you that are strong enough to share their story and
we all
what's
are.
the word? Yeah, definitely. All right. Well, thank you again. What are you cooking for dinner?
Oh my God, I still have to figure it out. I have beef broth and I have chicken. Maybe I'll just microwave it. I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Wow.
Maybe
Natasha, can you hear us?
Hello.
I see Natasha's face. She looks frozen.
Yeah.
I've been in the iPhone in the morning, I promise.
Oh, okay. We hear you. Awesome. Well, thank you again, Amy. It was wonderful talking to you.
Great. All right. Now, how do I get? Is there a way I exit this? Do I just X out of the box?
Yep. Hello.
Yes.
I'm cannot talk on here. What is going on?
Okay.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. That was great.
Hey, listen. Amazing. Okay.
I don't hear you.
You don't hear me anymore?
There you go. I hear you.
No. Now listen, I'm so depressed. Okay, I'm turning into Apple because I just missed. Well, I didn't miss. I actually heard everything Amy said, but I wasn't able to participate. So I'm so upset.
Man, that was an excellent reference for how to be able to turn your passion into something tremendous. She turned it into a movement. Well, she turned her pain into a movement.
Yes. I'm like floored. I loved her story. I'm so happy she was able to jump on. I think that everyone who heard her is definitely inspired tonight. Can we get some hands?
Right. Definitely.
You guys know how to give us the hand?
Huh?
Yes, you just click the screen, I think. Yes, but I'm telling you, it was really, I'm just inspired. I'm ready to tell my story, but not only that, use passions to create. So, what did you have in mind for us tonight, Azalea? You know what I'm
Well,
super excited about already.
oh yes, I know what you're excited about. Well, for the most part, just talking to the women, um, and as you can hear, my voice is better. So I really didn't even anticipate talking too much. But just want to talk about the secret to failure. Yes, having that passion and building it into profits, but the secret to failure is that um, business success has absolutely nothing to do with business know-how and all these classes and all of these courses and education. It has all to do with your mindset and taking your passion and turning it into something that's going to create solutions for people. And I think that that's something that we really wanted to put out there. The marketing pieces can be learned. um and it said my mind needs pressure washing. And
I
everything else
see.
can be learned, but the big core belief is that it takes the right mindset to manifest a big business. And what I love about our handpicked ladypreneurs group is that we work on massage mindset. We encourage support, and we encourage uplifting, and we encourage dreaming. We encourage thinking big. And so, for the people who are watching this that may not be a part of our group, I'm going to definitely encourage you guys to take a look at our Facebook group, Handpicked Ladypreneurs. We do these calls every Monday. We're just now starting it on Blab, but we've been doing these calls every Monday for quite a while now. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for right now. I need
And so
water.
I absolutely love what the points that you just brought out, because when you think about the term small business, it kind of puts you in a more in a mindset that, hey, you're small. But small business is no small task.
Yeah.
So honestly, when you think small business, it's a matter of figures. It's just a bracket that you're in, but your business is huge. And that's how you have to treat it. As if it's an enterprise on Wall Street. Okay. And the moment you start thinking that way, the moment you'll operate your small business that way. Um, I appreciated how Amy, who we just had the pleasure of speaking with, how she took her pain and turned it into profit, her passion and turned it into profit, and she made it something huge. And now she was 18 when this happened to her. She's 20 something now.
Yeah.
I think
27.
26 or 27. 27. And look, she's traveling all over the world, feeding the minds of other people who
Right.
have trauma, who have, issues that doesn't even relate to her pain, but somehow it all connects. And the passion that she has in her is what keeps her going and motivated. And you have to have that same sort of passion for your business. And you also have to definitely invest. We can't say it enough. Every week we encourage you to invest in your business and to we promote growth. And
Right.
how do you do that? What are some of the things that you do? One of them is telling your story.
Yeah.
And so our post from Pick Ladypreneurs is what prompted us to have this discussion today, is how you can tell your story and from that gain profit from that. And Amy's story was the epitome of that. And not only that, listen to what she said. She said she did things that no one else would probably do,
Yeah.
which sit at the computer and call and call and call and call and call until now she's flying everywhere.
Right.
How many of us can take our time and sit at a computer? Well, first of all, I telemarket, our company does, and I know, right, Terry? Detour is my new word too. I love it. But how many of us can literally um invest an hour or two reaching out to try to gain publicity or speaking engagements around why you started your business, and give workshops or even seminars?
Yeah.
I know. I mean, there's every sort of business. This is everybody. Every business can earn money from telling their story, and that's what I truly believe.
You know what, Amy? Without saying it, pointed out, entrepreneurship is not for the weak. No,
All right.
not at all.
Nope.
Not at all.
It's something that you have to work hard for.
Yeah.
So we promised that we had, because it's 7:37. We're doing really good with time, by the way. Um, we were supposed to have another guest, and I don't see her, but we're gonna continue on. Um, so why we're super excited tonight is because we're launching some new programs in the group.
Woohoo! I am so excited.
I know,
I
super
am so
excited. So
excited.
how many of you ladies? Okay, so what we've been doing on Fridays and Thursdays, someone has been submitting their name to a receive donations um for their
For their
business.
business.
And yep. And so we haven't had the opportunity, obviously, to help every woman like we like to. Neither do we believe, well, I'm not going to say that, but I think that every woman who we helped so far has used the donations for goodwill, okay? And we're so thrilled about that. But me and Azealia was thinking it. Obviously, we've been trying to make Handpicked Ladypreneurs something that no other group has.
Right.
And we found the people, and we've created different platforms for us to be able to use. We've given free marketing advice and business consultants consistently. We've connected women and promoted you guys to actually support other women by way of liking and sharing on your personal page. What other group does that? None.
Right.
Now, we've come up with
Ooh, toot, 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 toot.
I know. We're now going to give business grants to
Micro
our
grants.
handpicked ladies. Micro grants. Okay. And we are thrilled. So it's going to work. I know, right? Annette is like, yes, give it to me. Well, it's kind of going to work in the same way.
Hold on. We need some shares. We don't announce that we've created a system of giving micro grants away without. I need some fanfare. I need y'all to share. Let people know that Handpicked Ladypreneurs is like the group to be in.
I know, right? Because no one is doing this. I know. Give us the hands. We need the hands.
Yes. Let me.
So we're so excited. So how many of you okay? So the name of the group, I can't even get it out. I don't even know what to do with Zelia. So that's like the first one. We shouldn't even tell them about the other one today or tonight.
Okay.
It is evening. Okay. It's getting late.
No, you know what?
Okay,
We should talk about the other one in the group. Because there's so many people that have worked so hard in the group that we want to also be able to acknowledge.
Okay. So you guys have to go to the group in order to see what's next. We can't tell you. Ha ha ha. Mrs. Divine, we can't tell you. You're going to have to wait. The anticipation is real. But let's talk about Global Connect, okay?
Yeah.
And that's the name of our program that we've created for our microloans.
Not loan.
So
not loan, grant.
No, I'm sorry. We're not loaning it to you. It's a gift.
It's
It's a grant. Every month, we're going to put an application in the Handpicked Ladypreneur group. And 10 people are going to be able to pitch to win between what is it?
We said 50.
Azalea?
We said 50 to $1,500.
Yes, $50 to $1,500 for your business, okay? And 10 women get the pitch and tell us about the amount of money that they need in that price range that we just provided. And we're going to have a community base of women to come on and hear you pitch, and they're going to vote who will receive the grant that month. Now, so say for example, 10 women come and they pitch and one person wins. Even if you didn't win this time, you can always keep applying, and we are guaranteeing that every woman is going to have a chance. So if you didn't win the first time, don't give up, keep going for it. But what's cool about this is that you can invite your own peers.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Vote.
You know, I'm really excited about this entire opportunity, because we know that there are so many women out there that need this just to get that little boost to get them to the next level.
Yes, because I'm telling you, I can use $1,500 right now. I need it. Like, I know.
Yeah.
But who doesn't? Who doesn't need $1,500 right now? Everybody does. So at the end of the day, what we're creating here is something that we want not only for us to be able to participate in now, but we are going to pass the baton. We expect for all of you to participate. So if we have a pitch competition, we want you online ready to give your vote, because a woman who is trying to build their dreams, trying to live their dreams out loud, like we just seen Amy did through every obstacle in their life, they're trying to win, and we want to help you win. But what's cool about that is that every Monday we have these marketing calls. So what we've been hearing in the group is how we're changing lives, okay? How we're changing and making the dreams come true of those who are really wanting it. And that could make me more happy. I mean, that's what I live for. That's what we're here for.
If you guys could see what we see from the view that Natasha and I have, I mean, we see all of the hope, the possibilities, the brilliance, the power, and just the sheer capabilities that the women in our group have. We are just so delighted to be able to offer something that no other group is offering, to help you guys be even more successful.
And so, you know what else I'm really excited about? Because this is real support.
Absolutely.
Real support. And it's not, it's genuine. And what I love the most about our group is because is that, first of all, we have people purchasing things from one another. That's real support. How can I put money into your pocket? Because it's going to come back around. And then not only that, we are kind of like a sisterhood. It's growing into a sisterhood that I never expected to be, because we have like little sections in our group of the authors, how they're always trying to get together and figure out, hey, how can we, grow? What is it that we need to do? And it makes me smile. It makes me smile. So honestly, this program is going to be global, because I always tell you guys that the world is your marketplace. So when you get ready to pitch, it's going to be other people in the community that of listeners. They're not going to be from handpicked ladypreneurs. So you could be sitting right before an investor. So if you're not ready, you better get ready, because it's about to go down. No.
And we expect excellence. That is our big thing. We expect excellence. Our ladies, we have some of the best group of women in our group. Supportive, encouraging, just, man, I'm just always so excited when I see the post and see how people are sharing. And today is Monday. So what is Monday, you guys? Monday is when our group is open and we're sharing with all of Facebook. How many people can you see the views, Natasha?
I'm telling you, it's
Right.
crazy right now. And not only that, listen, going public
Yeah.
is everything for us on Monday because it's so much exposure for our ladies and their products and their services. And
Yeah.
obviously it's working because today, when I logged on Monday and I looked in the group and I saw all of the posts I didn't even know. First of all, I'm sitting and I'm looking like, where did these women come from? All of a sudden, we're at 400. And it's like, okay, these are some amazing products in here and some amazing women. And they're speaking out. So we can see that you guys are ready to share your story. You're ready to grow and you need help. And we're here to help you grow. But guess what? We also, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought, but Azalea just said how she loved the group of women that we have. And we have everyone from the aspiring business owner all the way to business experts in their own industry. So I'm telling you, it's something that we
Oh,
literally
wait a second. What
we
does
can't
Annette
get enough
say? My
about.
new
But
support slogan. Support is what we
what
thrive
is it?
on. Without it, the journey is harder, but not unachievable. It'll just take longer to get there. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. I
Oh wow,
love it.
I
I
love
love
it.
it.
Yeah, so you guys have to stay tuned in order to hear the another announcement that we have. To all of the ladies who's getting the handpicked badges, hey, we're getting them out, we're getting them ready to send them to you. And so that's taking some time, but we're working, we promise. And we were supposed to have another speaker on tonight. She hasn't made it on, but she's a part of our handpicked ladypreneur group, and she shared her story. So we wanted to try to get her on so you can hear how her pain turns into profit, her passion turns into profit. Whether, but it's kind of sounding like pain and passion, and kind of gives us our
Yeah.
umph.
Well, there's a lot of
Um,
women in our group
yeah,
that are in direct
but
sales. And that is absolutely what you need to be able to grow your business. But with any business, you could turn your pain into profit. So that's something we may even want to
mm,
talk more about in the group.
yes, and then wait a minute, we have a question from QYXTYH. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, I see it.
Do you see that though? How much profit? How much profit have you made in the last year? Who are you? We can't answer questions to anonymous people.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so back to our big announcement in the group. Really excited. Um, what else? So we talked about HPO Global Connect. Really excited about that. Our new micro grant leg of this business. Um, we talked about what else did we have on our agenda? Um,
Well, the other announcement,
yeah, it's
but
gonna be in the
it's
group.
going to be in the group. We had yep, we had an amazing speaker who taught us about her passion, and I hope it was
Yeah,
inspiring to you guys. Um, and what was I going to say about the micro grant? Oh, we're super excited about the micro grant. So, if you know any other ladypreneurs who have passion behind their work, and literally you make enough to give, well, we'll hopefully so. So we hope that we can really change the lives of other ladypreneurs. We do. We're super excited about it. And if you know any other aspiring business owners, women who are inspiring, women who really want to help
yeah,
other ladies grow for real, not not the
Yeah.
fake type of growth that we get, the art,
Yeah.
what is it, artificial. We don't want that. We want authenticity. We want someone who really wants to see
Well, it has to
other
be their
women win
passion.
at the end of the day. And so,
It has to be their passion.
yeah,
Yeah.
isn't that the truth?
Because otherwise it'll feel like a chore. We want people who authentically want to we want people who authentically want to help. And because what happens, the money will come. So, who is this person? The money will come. Can we contribute to the grant?
Oh yes, Diane, definitely. Because I wish we know how to kick them out. Hey, y'all, this is hilarious though, because this is the first blab we've had where we've been interrupted by a few jerks.
Oh, don't worry about it.
But anyway, what I was gonna say was, yes, you can definitely contribute to the grant and the community by just coming to the community. What was I gonna say? The competition, the grant competition, and voting. You're contributing, inviting other people to be there, so that everyone has a fair chance of winning, and we're awarding the right. I can't even. I'm like thrown off. Azalea, take over.
Oh, you know what? don't don't worry about it. But to answer the question, so yes, you can contribute, and one of the best ways to contribute is by supporting the other members, by building up the community. And I think that everyone that's here that's made time to be on the Blab tonight is doing that already. And just think about it. We've already been successfully giving out money on a weekly basis that we've all kind of supported. So what this does is just allows us to um, open it up a little more. So we're excited. We already came into this handpicked ladypreneurs with big dreams. And for us, it's just a matter of making all of those dreams manifest right now.
Exactly. And so we're gonna make it happen, and we're gonna make it happen together. And remember to keep posting your business questions in the group, and it also your marketing questions. And remember, you can't do everything on your own.
Woohoo!
Stop trying to be every person in your business, okay? You can't be the marketer, you can't be the graphic designer, you can't be customer service, you can't be sales. You have to learn to delegate. And so um that's how we're going to end our blab tonight.
Okay, well, let's just say this. Don't, after you scam me.
Don't even read. I just can't even. They're bored.
Okay, so oh, maybe she thinks it.
Oh, Miss Divine, I didn't get a good job. I'm jealous,
No,
Miss
look,
Divine.
it's because I
No, I'm
blocked
joking.
I blocked the person.
Oh, Raven, we're not paying attention to them at all. We know our worth. Thank God we do, because we would have really been thrown off. But it looks like I'm happy to meet you, Raven. Thank you so much for coming on. But Azalea and I, we're seasoned business owners. I've been in business over what, it's going to be 10 years this year, and I've helped countless of people across the globe. So those little remarks, they're a little bit irritating because we're doing something positive. This is my first time really using the platform in this way, and someone comes on and does something so ridiculous. So forgive me for being thrown off, and thank you, Azalea, for being able to pick my mouth up off the floor. We're not asking for money. You're bored. Go home. So anyway, ladies, see us at Handpicked Ladypreneurs where we won't get these interruptions, and we can't block ignorant people all the time. But next week, everyone is welcome to attend, even Jamie Bridges, on Monday. And then tomorrow, ladies, in our group, it's Strategy Tuesday, where we'll be helping you to get that content together for sales. Do you have anything else to
No,
add,
not at
Azalea?
all. I think that in the group, we want to definitely still push I think we should do the theme for the week about, your profit and your pain. I think that there was another story in the group that I was reading that I was blown away by. I think it was Sandra. And I think as women, we really need to understand how to turn those stories into profit. Oh, wait a second. I need content. I'm bored with my own content. Have you started looking for your guest bloggers? No,
No,
Miss
I
Divine.
haven't.
No, Chloe, get into the hot seat. Do you know how to get into the hot seat? No. There you go. We haven't had any.
There.
Oh, let
Hey,
Raven.
how you doing?
Okay, go ahead. And we haven't met Raven.
My
We
headset's falling
haven't
off.
had one-on-one time in a while. How have you been?
Okay. How are you?
I've been fine. Well, I've been
No,
a
you
little
sound sick.
yeah, I've been a little under the weather, but I'm getting there. So tell me about your business this week. How's everything been going since the last time we talked?
Well, I've been giving away some freebies for advertising, and we'll see how that happens. Haven't gotten to the advertising part yet, but I've shipped off the freebies.
Oh,
And
wow.
yeah, I've been posting stuff, and we'll see. I just keep trying.
I need you to be a little more preppery about that. Have you been doing your affirmations?
It's not a lack of that, it's a lack of sleep. That's what the problem is.
Oh, I can imagine how that is. So what's one good sales strategy or marketing tip that you've learned in the past week that you've seen results from?
Well, I'm hoping to see results from, because it's been really slow this spring. It's just been awful. I'm hoping to see results from sending freebies to bloggers.
Okay.
So we'll see. Like I said, I've sent that stuff out and, made the connections, made the arrangements, sent my part out, and now we're waiting for results. So.
Okay. Awesome.
Oh, that is awesome. I'm so proud of you.
And I know what I did. I also found a way. It's not Hootsuite, but it's another one that will work, that I understand better. But and it's not Post Planner either, because I was confused there. It's called Agora Pulse Manager. Anyway, so I've been putting stuff in that, and it's posting, and yeah. Anyway.
Okay, so wait. So we have some viewers on here that are not in Handpicked Ladypreneurs. So you have to tell them about what you do, because we just have a question from Raven. Are you mind to body wellness? So she wants to know what you do.
Well, yeah, mind to body wellness is mine too, but I haven't touched it for like 2 years. I have Divine Creations, and yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Raven's
Thank you.
Good.
Thank you, Raven. Anyway, so yeah, actually, I still get views on that one, and I've been thinking I probably should be smart and, like actually add more to it and figure out how to monetize that one. But anyway, yeah, or redirect. The problem is that my husband and I started Divine Creations, and we're a personalized gift business. And so if you need your logo on a mug, or you want a apron with, photos of all of your mom's grandchildren on it, or yeah, exactly. Totally wrong audience. So, anyway, but that's what we do. We do personalized gift products, and for promotion things for small businesses.
And I am a testament of her products. Let me oh wait, I have to tell you guys our story. But I'm gonna
Our story. This is how I met Natasha.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, Annette, I got my 28th anniversary mug. Oh,
Thanks,
awesome.
Annette. I'm so happy now she has to order something she'll use. Do you still have them on your fireplace mantle?
Well, you know what, that right there brings up a great point. Chloe, can you just share with us for a second how you've benefited from this group?
I've made some really good connections with this group. Annette, are you in the other group, Trading Depot? Or did I just meet you here? Oh yeah, okay. So that's what I thought. I made connections with Annette, I believe, through the Trading Depot, which is a closed group that we're both in. But anyway, but I'm making good connections with people here, and I really have, I've made connections with several different people through Handpicked Ladypreneurs for business. That's been great.
Awesome.
Yeah, and anybody who's interested, inbox me, take a look at our website, divine-creations.com. And if you can't, yes, we do lots of mugs, Diane.
Kala, go ahead and type your web address in the...
Okay. Raven is on top of it.
Raven is on top of it.
Raven, if you're not in our group yet, we need you to go ahead and find us.
Thank you, Raven. Yay.
Yay. Awesome.
Anyway, so I do have mugs on there, and if you don't see what you want, just contact us and we can put together pretty much anything.
That's good.
Awesome. Now listen, Cor, I think we're Raven. Can you take the open seat? Are you available to take the open seat?
Oh, wait a second. I was answering questions.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
Welcome.
I know, that's what I did too. My hair's a mess. I couldn't know.
Oh, there's nothing I can do about it. It's raining here, so whatever. How are you guys doing?
We're doing
we
great.
Need that
We're
introduction.
doing great.
Call you Raven just because it says, now it looks like it says Gail.
Yes, my name's Gail. I've had Raven Gail since like 2009, and that was my Twitter handle, so I haven't changed it.
So tell us, what do you do? What brings you to this blab?
Well, actually, I am working on encouraging people to write their stories, for their personal stories. So that's what I'm doing.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I'm working on writing a book about it because I tried going around and talking to people just, individually, and I don't have enough hours in the day to do that. So I'm writing a book first, and we'll send that out. And then hopefully I'll get the opportunity to go talk to larger groups of people about it. So
are you a coach?
Not in the pure sense of the word. Okay. I'm looking more for being able to reach the largest number of people, which is why I'm going the book route. And so I'm kind of doing like 3 levels of a service. So the book, and then minimal hand-holding, and then hardcore hand-holding. So depending on what a person wants and who the person is. So coaching-wise, not really. I'm more looking for helping elders write their stories down, because a lot of them feel like they don't have a story to tell, that nobody cares, and they're disenfranchised. And I feel like that's not how they should feel. And they have really important things to say.
Awesome. And so what made you follow that path? Do you have a story?
I do have a story. My dad passed away 6 weeks after my daughter was born, and I was 17. And so I didn't get to have that time with him as an adult, and I didn't have the opportunity to ask him the questions I wanted to ask him because, you know, I was a kid and a teenager, and all we're thinking about is ourselves. And both my grandparents are on his side are gone, and then my mom's parents are they both have Alzheimer's. And my grandfather's worse than my grandmother, and he probably won't remember me when we go back in November. So it's, for me, it's a grief thing and a sad thing. So sorry to bring the energy level down.
No, that's
but
fine.
that's those, like, my rush, like really wanting to get it out there because there are so many people just like me that have the same story.
Right. So it sounds like it's also just practical.
Right.
Yeah. Creating that, back in the day, they used to do the time capsules. That's awesome.
And I looked at storycorps.org. So a lot of people have thought, oh, you're taking video. Oh, or you're doing audio. No, I really want people to actually write it down in a practical and logical way, because that's how my brain works. So I'm focusing on people using what they already have, like their photo books and their pictures that they haven't put into photo books yet, and giving them a guide to write the stories down behind the photos and using that to write their memories.
Wow.
So,
well, I'm glad you joined us this evening.
Me too. I was like, oh, these girls look like they're my kind of people.
Yeah, well, we're here same time Monday every week.
I'm usually doing Girl Scout volunteer stuff Mondays. This is my night off.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. But when you guys started at 7 p.m. Eastern?
Yeah. What time is it?
It's 8. You're at 8:08.
We're at 8:08, Natasha.
8:08. Does that mean you're over?
Yeah, we should be. So we started Handpicked Ladypreneurs last year. We created this as a community of women, initially handpicked, that are supportive, that are thriving business owners, potential business owners, people that absolutely want more out of life through entrepreneurial endeavors. Our group has been about education and uplifting. We do free marketing courses. We bring in other facilitators. We have people in our group that are mindset coaches. And one of the big things that we do is every Thursday, we nominate a woman, and then we all contribute to her marketing or business efforts on Friday. So we've been doing that for quite a while now.
That's very cool.
Yeah. Isn't that awesome?
It is way awesome. I really hope I picked the right thing on Facebook. So.
Are you on Twitter or Facebook yourself?
Yes. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Facebook. I think, did I follow you yet? I don't know if I followed you yet.
Okay.
So much harder to do it. And you guys are on phones, right? So it's even harder for you guys to do it.
Yeah, we're on phones.
So I will go handle that on my end.
Awesome. Well, Natasha, do you have any last words, my dear? Okay, I just got your follow. What is Natasha?
We can't hear you, Natasha.
We can't hear you.
She looks like she's got something great to say too.
I really want to hear what she says.
We can't hear anything.
Nothing.
Can't hear you.
She's saying something amazing.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
We can't hear you.
Nothing.
Oh, well, look,
visiting.
I want to thank everyone for taking the time Monday night, like first day back in work. Thank all of you guys. I mean, it's just so encouraging every single week to be able to share this time. I should be well by next week. I have been sick probably since Friday, so that's why I've been quiet over the weekend in the group. But I'm really, really excited about the new programs. Really excited to share what we've come up with in the group. So we're actually gonna shut this down and head over to our Facebook group and reconvene in about 30 minutes to do our big announcement. So thank you again, ladies, and we will see you back here next week at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, wait. Natasha says to tell all of you that you are amazing.
Oops.
Uh-oh.
We lost her.
Oh,
well,
boy.
I think we're done anyway.
I think so.
Okay, we'll see you in the group.
Bye.
Bye.